This is speaking assignment number 2. So let's start. Question number 1. What do you use the internet for the most? Why? I use the internet for many aims, such as searching for information, communication with friends, online shopping, etc. But mostly I use the internet for studying, because it is really easy and comfortable. Question number 2. Do you believe in the supernatural? Why or why not? I don't have a clear answer on this question because I've never met the supernatural in real life. And also called evidence that we have in the internet supporting the supernatural can be easily manipulated. So I can say for sure that it exists, but I don't deny it because I've heard a lot of stories about some strange events that happen to people I know. Question number 3. What do you like the most about learning another language? Learning something, it is almost always difficult, but learning foreign language for me it is interesting because it gives an opportunity to communicate with foreign friends. A second language can help in your future career, and it opens the door to the future, especially English. I like that I can learn this language while watching interesting movies or reading books. It makes learning really fun. Question number 4. Do you think crime is a serious problem in your country? Why or why not? In my opinion, crime is a serious problem in every country all over the world, and our country is not exception. But in some countries, this problem is especially acute. Question number 5. Which country would you like to go to? Why? I'd like to visit a lot of countries, such as Spain, France, Italy, Japan. I'd like to visit Barcelona in Spain because of its amazing architecture. But for living, I'd prefer the USA or Canada because, in my opinion, these countries are countries of opportunities. Question number 6. Look at the picture of a special type of thief using a computer. Talk about what type of crime he might be committing and with the computer. What are some ways people can protect themselves from crimes like this? This type of crime is called internet crime. The criminal might be breaking the pages in social networks or email addresses. He can spread malicious viruses, steal credit card numbers. Also, he can be rogue who pretends to be someone for his own benefit, or he can spread illegal information. For example, slander or materials that can cause ethnic and religious hatred, etc. All these things can cause a lot of problems, so everybody should protect themselves. For this, you should be very careful and attentive. You shouldn't leave a lot of information about yourself in the internet. All your passwords should be complicated and unobvious, and of course also you shouldn't visit suspicious sites, and of course your computer should be protected from viruses. Question number 7. Look at the picture of a child learning a second language. Talk about what boy is doing on the blackboard. What is the importance of people learning a second language when they are young? What do you think the best age is to learn a second language? The boy at the picture is writing translation of the words in English to Chinese. Nowadays it is very good to know a second language. Employers, especially in big companies, really appreciate such employees. The best time to start learning a second language is when you're a child. It affects children's cognitive development. It can enhance thinking skills. And there is information that if you start learning a second language in your childhood, you can speak in it without any accent, like if it was your native language. Some specialists claim that the sooner a child start to learn a second language, the better. However, there is evidence that this is not the case, because especially if the second language takes the place of the first one, which can never be developed properly. The child doesn't develop full knowledges in either of the two languages, and so the best time to learn a second language, in my opinion, is about 12 years. Question number 8. Talk about a success in your life. What do you that you're proud of? Why does it make you proud? In my life, I have several wins that make me proud of myself. I graduated from high school with a gold medal and entered the university, where I've got budgetary place at the Faculty of Economics. I'm really proud of it and consider that it is success for me, because it would be very difficult for my family to pay for the contract. Also, I moved from a small town to Kharkov, where I have much more chances to get good job. I am proud of it because I coped with it, although it was difficult for me to accustom. I'm on the fourth course. During these 4 years, I'm trying to lead active student life. I took part in the student conferences, Olympiads, competitions. I wrote science articles, etc. During last time, I'm interested in modeling. I have some achievements in this area. I took part in several fashion shows and photo shoots, and it was great, really great. Question number 9. Talk about what ordinary people can do to help the environment. Have you ever tried to help? How? As an ordinary people, we can also help our environment. We need our self-awareness to save our planet. We have to realize how it is important for our life. There are some simple and effective ways to help our planet. Firstly, we should throw rubbish only to the rubbish bin. If we won't do this, it can cause different pollutions because of solid waste. For example, water pollution, and that can cause floods or landslides, etc. Secondly, don't do the illegal loggings for your own interests, because it means death to the world. We should plant the trees. More trees means more oxygen, and it means life to the world. Thirdly, we used to we have to use public transportation. Or if the distance is not so far, you can just walk or use bicycle. Fourthly, you should save electric energy. With saving electric energy, there would be less pollution from making energy, and less use of irreplaceable natural resources. Also, we should save water because there is lack of the water in our planet. As person that want and try to help our planet, I throw the rubbish only to the rubbish bin. I almost always use public transportation, and I try to save water and electric energy. Also, I planted trees near my school, and in the parks in my hometown. Thanks for attention.